Good morning, friends. Today we study last part of this chapter, that is dielectrics, and the last point is relation between three electric vectors. You know that in last lecture I have told you the three electric vectors, that is d bar, p bar and e bar. D bar means electric displacement vector, p bar means polarization, and E bar is electric intensity. So in this lecture we are going to see the relation between these three electric vectors. Okay. Now in last lecture we have obtained the equation, that is Q upon K epsilon naught A equal to Q upon A epsilon naught minus Q dash upon A epsilon naught. Okay. This is our last equation. Then in next step you are going to write this equation, that means Q upon A epsilon naught. So this is the first term, equal to Q upon K epsilon naught plus Q dash upon A epsilon naught. Okay. Then we write next step Q upon A. That means we have to multiply it throughout by epsilon naught. Okay. So Q upon A equal to epsilon naught in bracket Q upon K epsilon naught A plus Q dash upon A. Okay, here epsilon get cancelled, right? Then in next step write this Q upon A equal to epsilon E bar plus P bar, right? Because here Q upon K epsilon A is the electric intensity in dielectrics. That means E has the value in dielectric, and that is equal to Q upon K epsilon A. Okay? Then here this is P, that means polarization, and polarization, that means according to definition of polarization, it is the induced charge per unit area. So Q dash upon A we substitute as P, that is the polarization. So equation becomes Q upon A equal to epsilon E plus P. Now in next step we have to substitute, that is Q upon A equal to D. That means D equal to Q upon A. That is the electric displacement vector which is related with the free charges. Okay, it is related with free charges. So we write here D equal to Q upon A. Then we write equation D equal to epsilon E plus P. It is in magnitude. Now in vector form we can write d bar equal to epsilon E bar plus P bar. So this equation d bar equal to epsilon E bar plus P bar gives the relation between three electric vectors, that means d bar, E bar and P bar. So d bar is called as the electric displacement vector, here E bar is called as the electric intensity, and P bar is called as the polarization. Okay. Now in this equation, if you consider d bar equal to epsilon d bar plus P bar, then here d bar is the electric displacement vector and it is always related with the free charges or true charges. Okay. So in figure we have shown this d bar is related with the free charges, that means plus and minus. These are the free charges or true charges. So electric displacement vector is always related with the free charges, right? Then we consider next vector E bar. Now here electric intensity is always related with free charges as well as induced charges. So this long line arrow shows the electric intensity related with free charges as well as with induced charges. That means this short arrow shows the electric intensity related with the induced charges. Okay, that means electric intensity always related with both charges, that means true charges as well as induced charges, right? Then polarization is always related with the induced charges. So here this P bar is related with these induced charges. Okay, so this is the dielectric material which is inserted between the electric field. So here respectively d bar, E bar and P bar are related with free charges. This E related with free as well as induced charges, and P is related with the induced charges only. Okay, so this equation gives the relation between three electric vector d bar, p bar and e bar. Okay, now in next step we consider again the relation d equal to epsilon e plus p. Okay, then we have to write this equation as p equal to d minus epsilon e. P equal to d minus epsilon e. Now here d equal to k epsilon e. The value of d is k epsilon e. Then we substitute the value of d in this equation. So we get p equal to k epsilon e minus epsilon e. Then in next step we take common epsilon and e. Okay, we take common epsilon and e. Then we write p equal to epsilon in bracket k minus 1 into e. Okay, so this equation gives the relation between electric polarization vector and electric intensity in dielectric. Okay, so this is the equation which gives the relation between electric polarization and electric intensity. Okay, so here there is the end of chapter 2nd. Then we consider the problem. Okay, so in problem first we take problem first. We write here, and according to that problem we calculate the values that we have asked. Okay, the problem is calculate the potential and electric field. Calculate the potential and electric field. Electric field due to a dipole. Due to a dipole having dipole moment. Dipole moment, that is 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 coulomb meter at a distance of 1 meter from it. Then we have to calculate both electric potential and electric field on axis, that means on its axis, and B we have to calculate on its perpendicular bisector. Okay, so in solution first we write what quantity we have given. So we write the solution, and in solution we write given quantities. Okay, so the first given quantity, that is the electric dipole moment, that is P equal to, we have to write this 2 into 10 raised to minus 10. Okay, then next we write the distance. Second is distance and distance from dipole equal to 1 meter. That means we write R equal to, or take R equal to 1 meter. Okay, now first we calculate the electric potential, right? That means we have to take the formula of electric potential, right? Therefore we take first electric potential at any point due to dipole, and it has value V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, then P cos theta upon R square. Okay, this is the value of electric potential at any point due to a dipole. Okay, then first we have to calculate the electric potential at a point which is on the axis of dipole. Okay, when we take the point on the axis of dipole, then what happened? The value of theta is 0. Then cos 0 is 1. Therefore, we take V equal to, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, right? P upon R square. Then we substitute the value, right? It is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9, the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, into 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 divided by R square. R is 1 meter, so write 1 into 1. Okay, so when we do the calculation, the answer is, that is equal to 18 into 10 raised to minus 1 volt, and that is equal to, we take 1.8 volt, right? It is equal to 1.8 volt, right? So this is the electric potential due to dipole on the axis of dipole. Okay, then next we consider the electric potential on perpendicular bisector. Okay, so we have to calculate electric potential at a point which is on the perpendicular bisector. When the point is on perpendicular bisector, then theta equal to 90 degree. Okay, and when theta equal to 90 degree, then cos 90 is 0, right? Cos 90 is 0, so total potential will get 0. That means electric potential on perpendicular bisector, okay, and that has value V equal to 0, right? That means on perpendicular bisector electric potential is 0, and on axial line electric potential has some value, and in this example it has 1.8 volt. Okay, then next we calculate the electric intensity. Now the formula for electric intensity is given as E equal to P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R cube in root, so right here 3 cos square theta plus 1. Okay, then we consider the point on axial line. Okay, when the point is on axial line, then angle theta is 0, so here we take 0, then this is value 1. Okay, then we get this, how much quantity? That means we have to write this 3 plus 1, that is 4, and outside the root it is 2. Therefore we write here E equal to twice P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R cube. Then we substitute the values. Therefore 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 divided by 1 into 1 into 1. Okay, and we have to write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, that is into 9 into 10 raised to 9. Okay, so this calculation gives the value, that is 3.6 volt per meter. The value of electric intensity is 3.6 volt per meter, right? That means when we consider the point on the axial line, then electric intensity has value 3.6 volt per meter. Now next we consider the point on perpendicular bisector. Okay. If we consider the point on perpendicular bisector, then theta equal to 90. Okay, and when theta equal to 90, then again this is, that means cos theta or cos 90 is 0. Okay, so we will get this total term 0, only one remains under the root. Okay, therefore equation becomes E equal to P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R2, right? Then we substitute the values. 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 divided by again 1 into 1 into 1, that is R2. Okay, so this calculation give the value that is equal to 1.8 volt per meter. Okay, so this is the value of electric intensity at a point which is on the perpendicular bisector of the dipole. Okay, so in next lecture we consider more problems. Okay, so I stop here. Thanks to all.